beautiful dawn lights up the shore for me. There is nothing else in the world.
Grass carp, doco, should it be introduced into Penrith Lake's waters as a biological control species or not? So, from what we've seen today, there's only a few possible pros of introducing it as a pest species. That'd be less money, which, you know, it's probably, you know, good for the businessy people that are actually doing it, but is it actually sustainable for the environment? Now, the grass carp is a prolific breeder, like 800,000 eggs each time, but if they use mutated grass carp, which has, like, you know, an extra set of chromosomes, well then it's infertile, so that could combat any breeding success of it, which is a positive because then it can be controlled in the area. But it's in saying that if this is introduced as a control species, well, Penrith Lakes wants to use it in March next year, but few studies have shown that the effects of grass carp reducing weed species in an area can only be seen over, you know, a period of, like, you know, a few years. So, you know, you're not going to see any benefits soon. It's more like a long-term thing. And also, it was identified that some species present in Penrith waters would not be targeted by the fish because they don't eat algae, and they also have preferences at different times of their maturation stage, if that's a word. So when they're young, they like to eat muskgrass over hydrilla, which is the most abundant species in the lake. Well, as they get older, they'll eat the most abundant species in the lake. But then again, that's an aging thing, so it's more of a long-term project than a short-term. Also, the carp poses issues because as it eats all the plants and it decimates its species, it can turn to eating invertebrates and insects, which is going to affect the overall biodiversity in the lake. It also has an issue of actually decimating plant species to a point of no recovery. So, again, you know, do we want heaps of plants or no plants at all? Also,